Um, I took a red eye from San Francisco last night, and my ability to articulate my thoughts increases exponentially with coffee, and I'm about here. So if you can increase your expectations as I move through the glass, that'd be good. I'm going to talk for 2 or 3 minutes about our unique perspective from Inigral. Background on Inigral is I was sleeping on an airbed of one of the early employees at Facebook and got to know the Facebook platform team really well. Facebook platform launched in May of 2007, and it's been wildly successful. We were actually at the platform birthday party last night in San Francisco, where they announced that they have over 1 million developers now. I was encouraged by some members of the platform team to, as Facebook was trying to shed its reputation as a college social network, kind of create solutions that work for colleges and universities on Facebook. And we were lucky enough to get some seed money from one of Facebook's Series A investors, Founders Fund. And our task was really just to figure out what works, right? Do a lot of customer development, and see if there's actually a business model in taking Facebook almost like back into universities, but in a way that will actually work for the universities and colleges. And the most critical need that they have, and they see opportunities for Facebook, sorry, the mic is scaring me. They see opportunities to use Facebook is actually kind of where Unigo might leave off, where if you can see messages from somebody who is majoring in economics at the university that you want to go to, you might be able to add their Facebook application and actually start interacting with economics majors within our application. So enrollment management is really one of the most critical needs and the most critical areas of definitely over the next couple of years in higher education. So, however, the other big need that they have is right now they're groping with different social media tools, and they're trying to achieve what we're calling life cycle engagement, which is from prospective students all the way to their alumni that are just joining Facebook or MySpace or Twitter or whatever they're joining. And they're trying to figure out how can we engage our audiences across different platforms and across the student life cycle. So we've actually called our product a new category, a life cycle engagement platform. So we're kind of trying to reposition, or resegment and reposition the market in that way. So our unique perspective on the education market is or how students are using the internet is that it's becoming increasingly social. There's this whole kind of phenomenon of social learning, personal learning networks, and students are using products scattered around the social web to achieve different learning objectives. You might not call them learning objectives if you're a teacher, but they're getting information from their peers all over the web. And non-social experiences on the web are essentially under attack, or they're getting left in the dust. Right? Next slide. There's decreasing institutional control. Now, whether that be that they no longer have control over their messaging and marketing, and suddenly their students have control over the messaging and marketing, or they don't have control over their professors' content, or they don't have control over where their students are collaborating online, they feel under attack, and they're trying to figure out how to get out of this cage that they've boxed themselves in with their own enterprise solutions. Okay? There's an increased service expectation with software. In general, a lot of software that's provided at the institutional level is chronically unusable. If most students, when they encounter it, are just, they are fed up and they go check their Facebook, basically. There's also a demand for, social interfaces, peer-to-peer interfaces, and the expectation for scalability and 100% uptime is totally different now than it was 5 years ago. Right? People just don't tolerate stuff that isn't up and doesn't work anymore. So again, institutions feel under attack because their solutions are almost no longer relevant and no longer are up to snuff for their market or their customers. Another thing is there's going to be a lot of changes in cost structure. Enterprise solutions can often cost millions, hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not millions of dollars for a university. And now with different open source stacks, different agile web development frameworks, different ways to outsource various tasks and projects, customer development engineering practices, and different types of payment models, whether that be software as a service or whether that be micropayment models. The enterprise space is definitely going to be under attack over the next 5 to 10 years in the education space. So fundamentally, I would say that there are going to be two kinds of businesses in the near future and upcoming future, and those are going to be. It has to do with this free flow of information, right? And you're either making money by making that information more free, or you're making money by helping institutions kind of get a grip on how they can kind of take advantage of that free flow of information. And really, you should probably be on both sides of that coin if you want to be making a lot of money in the education sector.